Using transformations, Lesson 21 notes, example number 5. What sequence of transformations can be used to show that trapezoid JKLM is similar to trapezoid J double prime, K double prime, L double prime, M double prime? So that keyword there is similar. Go ahead and highlight the word similar. Okay, if it's similar, that means a dilation had to occur. Well, if you look at the two figures, clearly a dilation has occurred. One is definitely larger than the other. So when there's a dilation, we work backwards. We work backwards by first finding the scale factor. And the scale factor is the ratio of the length of the image to the length of the pre-image. So let's use JK. JK is 1 unit long. So then if I'm going to use JK, the corresponding side of the larger figure would be J double prime, K double prime, which is 3 units. So our scale factor would be 3 over 1 because it's image over pre-image. So our scale factor is 3 over 1. Well, will you simplify that? You get a scale factor of 3. So go ahead, take a moment if you need to, pause your video and get all of step 1 written down. Scale factor equals 3 over 1, which means the scale factor equals 3. All right, step 2. Step 2 is to find J prime, K prime, L prime, M prime. In order to do that, we're going again to work backwards. We're going to start with our double prime coordinates, and we're going to divide by the scale factor. Normally we would multiply because we're going from pre-image to image, but because we're working backwards, we're going the opposite direction, we do the opposite operation. So instead of multiplying, we're going to divide by the scale factor. So it would be pre-image equals image divided by scale factor. Okay, so I'm going to take the double prime coordinates and I'm going to divide each of them by 3. So 9 divided by 3, negative 9 divided by 3, 6 divided by 3, negative 9 divided by 3, and so forth. And if you do that, you get J prime is at 3, negative 3, K prime is 2, negative 3, L prime is at 1, negative 1, M prime is at 4, negative 4. So take a moment, pause your video, get all of number 2, step 2 written down. Okay, step 3. Step 3 is to take those coordinates, plot them on the coordinate plane, connect them, and label the figure. All right, so J prime is at 3, negative 3. Well, 3, negative 3 will share the point with L prime. So I'm going to put J prime down here. Then K prime is at 2, negative 3. So this would be K prime. L prime is at 1, negative 1. And M prime is at 4, negative 1. Now I'm going to connect my points. Make sure your lines are straight. Okay. So that is step 3. Plot J prime, K prime, L prime, M prime. All right, now we are going to use the orientation to find what happened from JKLM to J prime, K prime, L prime, M prime. What happened to go from this figure to this figure? Okay, well, if it was a reflection, it would either be reflected this direction or reflected down that direction. The easiest way to do this is to look at the ordered pairs. Look at the ordered pairs of 2 points. I already decided I was going to use K and K prime. So K is located at negative 2, 3. K prime is located at positive 2. Sorry. It's located at positive 2, negative 3. Well, look what happened here. All right? We know that it has to be a rotation, and the only reason we know that is because if you look at your letters, if I would move this over, L would not be directly across from L prime, and M would not be directly across from M prime. So it's not an opposite orientation. It's a different orientation. So a rotation occurred. And if we look at this, to go from -2 to 2, I take the opposite of the x-coordinate. To go from 3 to -3, I take the opposite of the y-coordinate. So what is the rotation when you take the opposite of both coordinates? That's 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise rotation. So to go from K to K prime, the figure is rotated 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise. It's the same thing. So go ahead, pause your video, get all of that written down. Okay, so our final answer, what is the sequence of transformation? Well, the sequence of transformations would be a 180 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise rotation about the origin, followed by a dilation with a scale factor of 3. Again, it is 180 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise rotation, because remember, 180 clockwise and 180 counterclockwise is the same exact thing. So it's 180 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise rotation about the origin, followed by a dilation with a scale factor of 3. That is all for example 5. If you have any questions, please let me know.